Hello everyone. Welcome to this presentation on Python file handling basics. Today we will be learning about reading and writing files using Python. So, why is file handling important? Firstly, it allows us to persist data beyond the program's execution. This means that the data is stored permanently on the computer, even after the program has finished running. Secondly, it allows us to read data from external sources such as databases and other applications. Thirdly, it is useful for processing large datasets efficiently. Lastly, it allows for data to be shared between different applications. When working with files, it's important to understand the different modes in which you can open a file. The R mode is for reading, which is the default mode. The W mode is for writing, which creates a new file or truncates an existing one. The A mode is for appending, which opens the file for writing at the end of the file. The R+ mode is for reading and writing, which opens the file for both operations. The B mode is for binary files and the T mode is for text files. For example, RB means read binary, and WB means write binary. Text mode is the default mode. The open function is used to open a file and returns a file object. The syntax is file object equals open, then the file name and then the mode. It is very important to always close the file after you are done to free up the system resources. Here is an example. First, a try block will try to open the file named data.txt in read mode. Then we can perform operations on the file, like reading its contents using the read method. After that, the finally block ensures that the file is closed no matter what, using the close method of the file object. This is a good practice for releasing system resources. The with statement creates a context where files are automatically closed after their operations are done. This is a more Pythonic way of dealing with files. Using the with statement, we open the file data.txt in read mode, assigning the file object to the variable file. Inside the with block, we read the content of the file and print it. Once the block ends, the file is automatically closed. This approach has several benefits. It automatically handles file closing, it works even if exceptions occur, and it leads to cleaner and more readable code. There are several methods available for reading files in Python. Let's explore some of them. The read method reads the entire file content as a single string. The readline method reads one line at a time from the file. The readlines method returns a list of all lines in the file, where each line is an item in the list. And finally, to loop through a file line by line, we can simply iterate over the file object using a for loop. This is memory efficient, especially for large files. Now let's learn how to write content to files. We use the write method to add content to files. When opening a file, using the W mode will create a new file or overwrite an existing file, while using the A mode will append the content to the end of the file. Be careful when using the write mode as it erases all the existing content. In this example, the first with statement opens output.txt in write mode and writes hello world, followed by a new line. The second with statement opens the same file in append mode and writes appended text on a new line. When working with file paths, it's recommended to use the pathlib module for cross-platform compatibility. This module provides an object-oriented way to interact with files and folders in the file system. It works on all operating systems and has built-in path methods. Here is an example of using the pathlib module. First, import path from the pathlib module. Then, create a path object for the data/files folder. After that, create a file path object using the division operator which joins the directory path and the file name sample.txt. Finally, open the file and read its contents. Always use pathlib instead of manually constructing paths with forward slashes or backward slashes. When working with files, it's essential to implement proper error handling to prevent unexpected crashes. Always use try-except blocks when working with files. Some common exceptions you might encounter include file not found error, which occurs when the file does not exist. Permission error, which occurs when you don't have the necessary access rights to the file, and is a directory error, which occurs when you try to open a directory as if it were a file. In the provided example, the try block attempts to open and read data.txt. If a file not found error occurs, it prints file not found. If a permission error occurs, it prints no permission to read file. If any other exception occurs, it prints a generic error message. Here are some best practices to follow when working with files. Always use context managers to ensure that files are properly closed, even if exceptions occur. Always handle exceptions using try-except blocks to gracefully handle errors. Use the pathlib module for cross-platform compatibility and better path manipulation. Always specify file encoding such as UTF-8 when working with text files. Thank you for watching. Do you have any questions? If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.